Hi there, how's it going? This is Cross the Rubicon channel and today is the 27th of April. I'm in New Brighton today and come down here on my bike and I've rode the whole length of Marine Parade right down from the North New Brighton right down to the southern tip. Beautiful ride actually, especially the southern tip through those sand dunes. A lovely day as well, and then we're going to get very few of these now until the really cold weather comes. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. I went to a meeting last night with many others. There must have been 200 plus people, maybe 300 even, in the room in St Mark's Church, I think it was, in Avonhead, which is the west side of town, city. And there was a national list MP there, unelected, and a councillor. I won't mention the names. And the host was very good. And people got to voice their concerns about Three Waters and high density housing in Christchurch. And yeah, there's a lot of concern out there. And there wasn't many empty seats. Anyway, they started off about Three Waters and I put my hand up to ask a question. I had half an idea what I was going to ask. I had my opportunity. And I asked about, is this Three Waters connected to Hapua? I know it is. And basically Hapua is. It's come down from the United Nations. The United Nations Charter on Indigenous Peoples, or something like that. And the Hapua is a New Zealand virgin. And the government are going to carry it out. And they're basically going to give elite Maori, not Maori in the street, but elite Maori at the very top of the pyramid, control of half of all assets in New Zealand. That's half your council, your city council, your town council, your district council, anything. Half of resources, half of everything. For nothing, based on race. Now, I've mentioned this before, Hapua, and these elite Maori came after me and they used the excuse that I was a white supremacist, far right, to destroy my life, get me sacked from my job because I made a satire video of an extremist in government, a Maori MP. So they used that as the stick to beat me and destroy my life and called me a hater and all the rest. This is the media too. And the government. Got debanked, lost my job. Face all over the mainstream media as far right white supremacist, whatever. All lies, of course. Was there any recourse for me? Zero. Nothing. Lost everything. I had to go to the UK for 8 months. Self-exiled. Marriage lost everything. So yeah, now I'm back. And I feel renewed. And you know what? My opinions haven't changed. One or two have, but not on this subject. Last night at that meeting, this councillor, this list MP, national list MP, the Labour MP, didn't even turn up. Funny that. But none of them mentioned about Three Waters is anything to do with iwi in New Zealand. Iwi. For them outside New Zealand who don't know what iwi is, they are the tribes of New Zealand. And this government is colluding with radical extremists Maoris of the Maori party, the very top of the pyramid, who are the super elite of Maoridom. They are colluding to give them automatic half control of all our councils. Automatic. So when you vote in the future, you are only going to be voting in 50% of your council. Anywhere. This is regardless of any assets. Water, Three Waters, this is regardless. The other 50%, Maori are going to have 50%, iwi are going to have 50% of the council. And the other 50% have to be voted in. So when you get to vote in your councillors, you're only voting in 50% of the council, basically. So Maori or iwi representatives could actually run on the other 50%, the democratically elected councillors. Now, if they win on the other 50%, the ones that are used by the democratic process, that means iwi won't have 50%, but more than 50%, so they will have total control of the council. Now, the media in New Zealand being bought and paid for by Jacinda via your taxpayers' money to lie to you, that most people just don't understand, or they don't even want to know, won't tell you this. The media will not tell you this. So what they do instead is go after people like me, one or two others, but especially me, and brand me as a far-right white supremacist instead. This is what they do. And destroy our lives in the hope that we keep our mouths shut. Or I keep my mouth shut. Do I keep my mouth shut? No, I don't. Because you see, I'm made of sterner stuff. Or maybe I'm a little bit potty. I haven't quite worked it out yet. So, Three Waters, all water assets in this country, everywhere in this country, worth billions and billions. The governments are colluding with the Maori party, Maori super elites of iwi, to basically hand it over to them, these iwi corporates. They are going to own billions upon billions upon billions upon billions of dollars worth of your water assets. Never mind your councils. That's what's happening, folks. And yes, I'm one of the very few that'll call it out. And I called it out last year, and look what happened. But now I'm back. They let me back in the country. I'm a citizen, by the way. This is going on YouTube. Back on YouTube today, would you believe? This will probably be taken down off YouTube. Not by YouTube, but somehow by the New Zealand government. Because I don't believe it's YouTube that have been blocking me from all my videos. That's why I can't load any videos. Until today, funny enough. But I dare say I won't be able to load any videos after this. But I believe it's the New Zealand government have the power and the resources to block my videos. Why are they doing that? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself why they would want to block my videos. Myself and my great mate, Carl Bromley, have decided to run for council. We haven't quite decided which wards yet. But I'd be proud to run for council, no matter where. Do any of you out there know who your council representative is? Your local councillor? Do you know? Are they mostly insipid? Insipid, should I say? Invisible? Just get elected into local government, just take the money. 3 years, reasonable pay, and achieve nothing. Do you think myself and Carl Bromley would be like that? Last night at that meeting I got up and asked a question, a very relevant question. I'll leave a link below, you can have a look yourself. And it was avoided. The question was avoided. These people don't want to mention Hey Pua Pua. They don't want to mention super elites. And I'm saying the super elites of Maoridom. I'm not saying Maori. I'm saying the super elites of Maoridom. Remember, the people that call me racist want you to believe that I'm talking about Maori per se. This is about the super elites who are fleecing this country to enrich themselves. Just remember that. If I got into council, and Carl Bromley, he's running for councillor and mayor, what you would have is a tree shaker, a cage rattler. You would have someone very, very vocal who will walk into those rooms, those council meetings. And I won't be sitting quiet, just taking my money for 3 years, my half-decent pay. I will be rattling that cage, representing the people of the ward I'm representing. I will be listening to their concerns. And I will take it to the council, to the mayor. You never know, it might be Carl Bromley who's mayor. Who knows? I tell you what, I've lost everything, but I'm still in the fight. I'm not dead yet. If you had me as your councillor, if you had Carl Bromley as your councillor, Carl Bromley as Mayor of Christchurch, you will have two people that are dead against what's happening in this country. That's dead against this tyranny in this country and the lies and deceit that are being told by the government and the media, fooling the people all the time. They are telling you lies all the time. Lies, 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 because it's 24/7 coverage of lies. In the UK, they've got, I would say, 80 to 90% establishment media, BBC, Sky News, Channel 4. But then you get GB News on the other side. And GB News talk much like I do. I tell you it as it is. So there is a little bit of balance, not 50-50, but they've got some balance, which is fantastic. Here in New Zealand, you've got zero, absolutely zero. Jacinda has sewn up 100% of the media in New Zealand. 100%. Not one single journalist will say what I'm saying, will write what I'm saying. Not one single news outlet will give me a voice. Not one single politician will say what I say. because that's the power of the media, and Jacinda's paying them. She's paying the media with your money to lie to you. All I can say to you is when I do run, if they don't prevent me, find some excuse and prevent myself, Carl Bromley and a few others from running. They don't want to run. They will try and find an excuse to bar us from running. And I can hazard a guess what it will be, but I'm not going to say it, obviously. But New Zealand is fast becoming the Venezuela of the South Pacific due to monumental corruption that's being hidden by politicians of all parties and the media. They are lying through their teeth. All I can say to you, yeah, this white supremacist here, all I can say to you is I'm not a racist, I'm not a white supremacist, I'm not what they painted me out to be. If you voted for me as your councillor, when I decide which ward I will stand in, you will get someone who's not going to be lily-livered, someone that's not going to sit in the corner and not make waves. You're going to get a scrapper. You're going to get a fighter. You're going to get someone who's going to make noises. And when I walk into that room, them rooms, those council meetings, people will sit up. If nothing else, it'll be entertaining. But I will do my damnedest for the community. I will be representing. And so will Carl Bromley. And hopefully, I know it's probably an outside chance, Carl Bromley might even get to be mayor. I've still got fight in me. I'm not dead, and they haven't beaten me. Unless they kill me or put me in jail. They'll never, ever shut my mouth up. Ever. They'll try. They'll try intimidation. Might arrest me, put me in the police cells for a few days, like they've done to others. Send in, I don't know, SIS. Ask me questions. Tell me what they're going to do to me if I don't shut up. Make threats. Maybe even against my family, who knows? I don't know. I don't know what they say. There's a few people gone quiet. But that's me. It's funny. Just add a little bit on. Today, a bloke said to me, that I met, first time I met him, he said, "You know what? You're the most hated man I know," he said to me. And I just laughed. I said, "Oh yeah, why is that?" He said, "Oh, don't take it the wrong way," he says. He says, "You're hated because the media promote hating you." He said, "Take it as a badge of honour if the media promote the hatred of you." And that's true. Do you really trust the media and what they're telling you? That tells you everything. The media in New Zealand is only telling you what they want you to know. And it's all, nearly all of it, is lies and deceit. Okay, that's a long video, 20 minutes. This is going on YouTube, by the way. Until it's taken down, obviously. Well, watch out and see where I'm running. And hopefully you vote for me. Change the city from within. Because I love the scrap. I do it. Love it. I've always been a scrapper. Enjoy it. I'm not one for keeping my mouth shut. In any battle, you'll want people like me at your side. Okay, this is Cross the Rubicon. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment and share this video everywhere. See you later.